guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to revisit my June book haul of 2018 and see what my status is on those books, whether I have read them, have I not read them but they're still on my shelves, have I unhauled them, all that good stuff. So we are going to see what is what today. And this is actually the first book haul from this new house when we moved last year. May was in our old house in New Mexico, and then June we were here. So that's exciting. And let's see what the deal is going to be this time. This is a 23-minute video. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. I have my video up. We're going to watch it together. I have my bullet journal spread, my little book haul revisit thing, so I can keep track of everything. And all right, let's just rip off the Band-Aid and jump right in. Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I have my June book haul. Okay, these are books that I accumulated a little bit before we left New Mexico and then into when we moved to Florida. I did do a little bit of book shopping. I was about to say not a 10, but I have 21 books, so God, 21 a little bit of a 10. Some of them are books that I bought myself, whether they are Amazon or Goodwill or, you know, just finding random books. And a little pile of them were actually sent to me from publishers as well. So, all right, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of books that I got from my parents. And this first one here is a very old copy of my dad's. Now, this coincides, there's a few books on this list that coincide with the Great American Reads list. The Great American Reads is a show that was on PBS recently, and they took the top 100 most loved books in America, and those were voted on by the public. So people nominated, voted, did all that stuff, and they compiled a list of the top 100. Because of that, I'm starting to kind of collect some of the books that are on that list. I'm not going to end up buying all of them, but when I'm coming across them, if I can get them for a good deal, I'm going to pick them up. This one was a great deal because it's my dad's. This is actually one of his favorite book series, and this book series did make it on the list. This is his old copy, and I'm talking like it's been sitting in the garage for a long time. This book is older than me. He read this in college. He's had this since college, and I was born a few years after college. But this is the Foundation Trilogy by Isaac Asimov. Okay. Yep, I still have that sitting on my shelves. Yep, I still have this one. I haven't read it yet. But yeah, it's still in this condition. Like, it's just, woo, yep. Covers, like, front cover's almost coming off, guys. Look at this. Like, it's almost coming off. But yeah, I know I haven't read this one yet. Would like to still, obviously it's on the Great American Reads list. I'm just going to have to be very careful when I do read it so it doesn't get too much more damaged. But yeah, so the Foundation Trilogy is all in here. This is all 3 books, and I haven't read it yet, but I still have it on my shelves. And then my mom had gotten me a book that she just found when she was out one day shopping, and she knew I didn't have a copy of it, and so she grabbed it for me, and that is Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. This is a new... Okay, yes, I have read that. I actually read that this year for my children's course. We had to read a book of poetry, and that's the one that I read. So I had read it as a child already anyway, but I have reread it this year. So that's a definite win. Next, I'm going to show you some books that were sent to me by publishers, and this first one comes out in August, and this is actually an Agatha Christie inspired book. It's not written by Agatha Christie. It's actually written by Sophie Hannah. Okay, yeah, no, that one, I actually sent that one to Lindsay, I believe, because she had been collecting some of those types of books, the Agatha Christie, but written by other people, and I think she had a Sophie Hannah one, so I sent her that for Advent. All right, this next one that was sent to me from the publisher is a book called Baby Teeth, and this is by Zoe Stage. Okay. Nope, haven't read that one yet. Still have it. Yeah, nope, I haven't read Baby Teeth yet. It's still sitting on my review cart, but yeah, nope, just haven't. It came out July of 2018, and it's still sitting here. Yep. Another one that comes out in July is Alpha by Jessica Cardo. Okay. So Alpha, that is book number 3 in a trilogy. The publisher had sent me all 3 of those books, but I lost interest. And the first book came out quite a few years ago. And I lost interest in it. And so I donated it already. I unhauled that and took it to my used bookstore. But yeah, I just wasn't interested. This is The Museum of Us, and this is by Tara Wilson Red. Okay, The Museum of Us. I unhauled that one as well because I had quite a few people tell me I probably wasn't going to like that book. So I unhauled it. And I believe I donated it somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I don't remember. But yeah, I know I don't have it anymore. This next one was also sent to me unsolicited in the same package as that one. And that is Freshman. And this is by Tom Ellen and Lucy Iveson. And I unhauled that one too. I was mildly interested in that when I first got it, but just the more time passed, the more I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. So I got rid of that one too. And the next one that was sent to me by a publisher, I actually have already read this and I have a review up on my channel for it, so I'll leave that link down below. But that is Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. Yes. All right. I love B.A. Paris as an author. I did really enjoy that book. It was probably my least favorite of the 3 that she has out right now, but it was still pretty good. I gave it 4 stars. So yes, read. Okay, so now on to the books that I purchased myself. This first one is from Amazon. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. This goes into the Great American Reads Made Me Buy It type thing. I have never read this book, but all of a sudden, since it came up on this list, I'm hearing so many people rave about it. And I'm like, no one has talked about this book ever. My mom has read this book. She said she read it over a summer in high school and she absolutely loved it. And I was like, what is going on? I have never heard anybody talk about this book before. And now it's like all over the place because it was on that list. And that is War and Peace. Sure, by Leo Tolstoy. Sure, why not? War and Peace, why not? Okay, yep, nope, that's still sitting there. Yep, still got this bad boy sitting on my shelf, but it's so big. This is my second Leo Tolstoy book, actually. I also have Anna Karenina, so those are both like just really, really big books. But I've heard amazing things about both of them, so yeah, I don't know. This will definitely be like a project at some point, but it is on the Great American Reads list. I have it. It is beautiful. This is one of the best covers. I absolutely love this edition, which is why I wanted to purchase it. And yeah, so no, but I still have it. Haven't read it. The next one I got is also on the Great American Reads list, and it's one that I've actually had on my eye on for a little while, and it was in our library when I was in New Mexico. I worked in the room where we did the library sales and everything. I was kind of in charge of keeping that room updated and clean and, you know, inventory and all that stuff. So this was in there and I knew it was in there and I picked it up a few times thinking about buying it and I never did. And then when it showed up on the list, I was like, I'm going and buying it right now. So I did. I paid $1 for it. But that is The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz. Okay. Yep. And I still have that sitting on my shelf unread. The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz. Yep. Nope. Haven't read it yet. Still sitting there. Still pretty, but haven't read it. And then we went to a thrift shop here in Florida that had super cheap books. All these books were $1. And there was another one on there that is also on this Great American Reads list. And that is This Present Darkness by Frank E. Peretti. Okay, another one that I haven't read yet. Yep, another one I haven't read yet, but I still have it. And I really want to, and I've heard really great things about his books. And yep, still sitting here. The one that I found for $1 at that thrift shop, and I'm really excited about this one because this has been on my radar for a while and a lot of people have been reading it and really, really liking it and talking about this author a lot. And that is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Okay. I still have that. I haven't read it yet, but I have read Taylor Jenkins Reid and I now want to read all of her books. That's just one that I haven't read yet. So yeah, but all of her backlist books, I want to start slowly collecting. And so this is just one that I have that I got super, super cheap. I don't love this cover. I actually like the other cover of it better where it's like a stack of books, I think, something like that. I like the other cover better, but I only paid $1, so whatever, it's fine. But I do want to start collecting her backlist and read them because I have a feeling she's just going to be an all-time favorite author for me. Okay, last stack here is my Goodwill pile. Most of these came from New Mexico. I did kind of one of those like last Goodwill runs before we moved and found like 8 books. And then when we got here, we ended up going to a Goodwill here as well, and I picked up a couple books there too. I got very picky about here just because I knew we had so many books coming and I wasn't sure how my bookshelves were going to work and all that, but I did pick up a couple. So we will start with the books that I got at Goodwill in New Mexico right before we left. The first one is The Dinner by Herman Koch. Oh, and I unhauled that. I had just heard way too many negative things about it, and it's definitely one of those polarizing books where you love it or you hate it. And I wasn't sure which side of the fence I was going to be on, but based on some, things that people who have very similar tastes as me have said, I don't think I would have loved it. So I unhauled that one. This next one is a book that I've heard about for a long time and I just never picked it up, and that is The Known World, and this is written by Edward P. Jones. Oh, okay. Haven't read that, but I still have it. Okay, you don't want to know how long it took me to find this book because since redoing my shelves, things are in different places now, and it took me a long time, but I found it. I still have it. Yeah. I haven't read it yet. It's still sitting here. It won the Pulitzer Prize though. This next one is a true crime book, and that's definitely a genre I want to start getting into more because of the true crime books and TV shows and specials and things I've been watching and reading. I've become very fascinated by it. So I'm kind of picking things up as they sound interesting to me. This one is called Lost Girls. This is by Robert Kolker, and I still have that and haven't read it. Yep, still have it. Haven't read it yet. But true crime is definitely something I'm getting more into this year. I've read a couple so far, and I'm going to plan on reading another couple here soon. But yeah, this is just one. I still have heard really good things about this. Everyone who has read it has really been enjoying it. So still have it. All right, another Goodwill find and another America's Greatest Reads. Great. Don Quixote. Oh my goodness. And this is written by Miguel de Cervantes. Yep. Okay. No. Yep, another Great American Reads book, another one I haven't read yet. So I think I was just going on a binge of these because the Great American Reads list had just been announced. And so I was just like buying them whenever I found them for really cheap. But yep, still haven't read it. Another one that is on the America's Greatest Reads is White Teeth by Zadie Smith. Okay. Oh, another one I haven't read yet. Yep, haven't read it still. Still really want to. Numbers are not looking too good, guys. Not looking too good. All right, the last one that I got at Goodwill that is on the America's Greatest Reads is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Okay. I was just right next to that book. Why didn't I grab it? Ugh. All right, Wuthering Heights. Nope, haven't read this one either. Again, still want to, but still just sitting there. All right, the last one that I picked up at Goodwill in New Mexico was my most exciting find. I stood there and went, what? Who in town had this? I lived in a small town in New Mexico. It wasn't like a big city. So I was like, who had this? I don't understand. I found Zenith. I found an ARC of Zenith. So a big, huge, floppy, beautiful ARC paperback. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Still haven't read that one either, but I do still have it. Yep, I still have this. This one. Okay. I'm really curious about this on whether or not I would like it. And I think enough time has passed that I can give it a fair rating because this is written by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. And Sasha Alsberg is a booktuber, and it got really bad reviews. It has a very low rating. It's actually one of the lowest rated books I own, according to Goodreads. But I'm still really interested in what it is because this is basically a space opera, and I'm into that. So I don't know. I still want to give it a try. I haven't read it yet still. But I think book number 2 just came out. Is it book number 2 or book number 3? It might have been book number 3. Did book number 3 just come out? No. I don't know. I don't remember. Book 2 or 3 is out. Like just recently. I can't remember if it's book 1 or book 2 or 3. But I have number 1. So I still want to read it. I do still. I'm genuinely interested in this. All right, 2 more to go. These last 2 I got at Goodwill here in Florida. And the first one is a Diane Chamberlain, and this is The Secret Life of C.C. Wilkes. Okay, I have not read that, but I do still have it. Yep, still have it. I have read Diane Chamberlain, though. Actually, the first book this year was a Diane Chamberlain book for me, and I really liked it. So I definitely want to read more from her, and I've heard really, really good things about this one in particular. So just haven't read it yet. And last one of this haul is a big hardcover that I found, and I couldn't believe it. It was so cheap. But that's My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. And I still haven't read that yet. I have read Frederick Bachman, and I know that I want to read everything that he writes. So, but not that one yet. But I still have it, and I really do still want to read it for sure. Yeah, I just haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, guys, numbers are not good. Not good this month. So I have hauled 21 books last year. I have read two of them I read. Unread, still on my shelves, 14, and unhauled 5. So, yeah. Nope, those aren't good. Those aren't good numbers. I don't like those. Yeah, I was really going on a Great American Reads kick for sure, because that list had just come out and I was like, I'm going to buy all of them. I am not going to buy all of them anymore for sure. But, you know, if I can get them for $1 or $2, then I'll go ahead and do that. Even if I read them and unhaul them, which I have done so far. I've unhauled a couple books from that list that I've read. But yeah, I still have a lot to read for sure. Okay, did any of these jump out at you? Should I read any of them really soon? Let me know all your thoughts, and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.